Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to the Sister Starcraft English commentary by very nice people from Europe in the crowd. This is going to be the final set of Round of 24 Group F. We will have a Terran versus Terran matchup. This is going to be JYJ versus mine. Free was just a noob in today's group yeah, he's not able to stop either of these Terrans. So this is why they are here together, fighting for the last seat in the next round of ASL. And yeah, so I guess after this this day is over, you know, the round of 24 will conclude, and we will just see who is gonna be playing in the next part of this tournament here, together with the 4 seats from the previous encounter. Wherein, you know, I'm very satisfied, I think, with the quality of the game so far. Some games are hilarious for, you know, not really the right reasons, but that's fine. In the end, we get good quality of entertainment, which is what matters. The map is going to be Radeon. The 2 players going to be spawning at the bottom side of the map. This is TVT, so I will have a lot of time on my hands and between my fingers. So I'm just gonna first of all go back and recap to you guys the ELO scores for today. Here are the ELO scores, and JYJ is up there at number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, number 6. And mine is not there. He's slightly behind in terms of ELO scores. And let's check for the win rates per matchup. TVT is what I'm interested in. So mine has a 50% win rate in the last 30 days. Out of 6 games, and JYJ's got only a 29% win rate. So I guess JYJ TVT is kind of shaky, so we shall see how he deals with this pressure. And yeah, so how have you guys been enjoying the game so far? How have you enjoyed this cast and the tournament? By the way, I have a question about you know, your recent suggestion that I should add some time at the end of the videos. I was wondering, like, how much time is good and what does it really serve the purpose of, because I'm having a difficulty understanding what that would help, how that would help. So for example, do you need like 2 minutes would be okay, or just like 10 seconds would be okay, 15 seconds would be okay? And what is the purpose? Because for example, if I'm looking at a video thumbnail and I see that it's 15 minutes, right? Will it spoil the game for me? Because to me, it doesn't spoil the game for me. So how does it spoil the game for you? Please let me know. In what kind of scenarios? Or is it more like you're watching towards the end of the video already and you accidentally, you kind of, you know, move your mouse and it reveals the play bar, right? And then you know that the game is going to be ending in about 30 seconds, so you know who wins. Is that the scenario, or what is the scenario? Is a scenario A, before the game starts, you think that the game is going to be really short, so you know who will win? Or a scenario is going to be scenario B, where it's about mid-game, you know, towards the end of the game, and you accidentally, you know, move the mouse or something like that, and you see the progress bar, and you know how much time is left, and you can guess who's gonna win. So please let me know, and also indirectly, please answer my question: how much time to add at the end is gonna be good? Like a couple of seconds, or like it needs to be about 5 minutes or what? Anyways, we're going to be having a first vulture harassment. I guess not really harassment, but a small encounter here. And Jibbage is going to get pushed back. He's got his 2 marine to support, so he will save his vulture, and the game is just going to go on from here. We're going to be having double commensators from these players, so for a total of 4. And a completely mirror build, I think, so far, with the exception of the floating building. Jibbage is going to float his barracks a little bit closer to his enemy first. We're going to be having second, what is that, a second factory? Engineering bay coming out from JYJ. Maybe that is going to be second factory. Looks like mine is going to be just going for double factories now, so kind of standard. Floating command center is going to find itself inside of JYJ's, excuse me, inside of mine's expansion. What should I mean, this game is gonna be going on for a while, so maybe I should just do something else with you guys to save you from boredom, because my voice is not sexy enough. Let me just quickly see which player is gonna be playing in the next round. Yeah, that's a bit more exciting to actually look at, right? So we will have Soki Hero Sharp Snow, Barracks Rain, Bisu Mini, Rush Royal, Speed C, Light Jadong, Stork, and one more player, one Terran player. So how many Zerg do we have? We have Soki and Hero, and only one more Jadong. We only have 3 Zerg players out of 16. We have a lot of Terrans, Anyways, looks like JYJ is gonna apply a bit of pressure. He's got overwhelming amount of vultures, and the game might be ending soon though. Looks like one single vulture not able to get in here for reinforcement. We're gonna be having vultures on the low ground against SCV and 2 vultures on the high ground, but not able to snipe that vulture right away. So he's gonna snipe SCVs instead, but it's still quite good. We're gonna be having a tank retreating from the other side of the map, and JYJ is gonna get pushed back here, and he's gonna get chased on the way back as well. No, this other vulture from JYJ is oh no, he's gonna get sniped out, so that's gonna stabilize. And mine is gonna catch up slightly. In supply has got a slightly larger army now after, you know, he was able to kill those vultures, but his economy has suffered a lot. So mine is slightly behind in supply, and as well as just the progression on the battlefields in general. We're gonna be having some tanks and vultures coming out. Yeah, back to the analysis of the next round, guys. So we have 3 Zerg players in terms of Protoss. We have Rain, Bisu, Mini, Stork, and Snow. Right? So we have 5, and the rest of them should be Terran. So there are 3 Zergs, 5 Protoss for a total of 8, and 8 Terran. That is an overwhelming amount of Terran players, as it should be, because usually Terran just dominate the field. As you can see here, 8 wins for Terran so far, only 6 for Zerg and 3 for Protoss. And Flash is the most accoladed player, followed by Light and last. I need to fix that graph. I have not fixed it. Remind me, please. How do you remind me? I don't know. But anyways, looks like JYJ is gonna start to move out once again. He's got more forces, I would say, at this point, and he's gonna try to establish a perimeter just right outside of Mine's expansion. Mine's got only a single tank, and he's got 2. Not sure which player has siege already. I think neither player has siege already. A lot of vultures gonna come out now, and it looks like the enclosure, the encampment, the containment is on. Mine will not be able to break out. He still might be able to take his expansion, his 3rd base. I mean, that is not going to be a problem. But going beyond that is going to be tough. And there are actually only 2 areas where you can actually get out on this map. Actually, technically there are 3, but there are only 2 by land. So this huge choke here that JYJ is holding is the first way. The second way is going to be near your 3rd base, potentially your 3rd base. So that's going to be the only 2 ways, and the other way by air is going to be at the southern side of the 6 o'clock position. Anyways, looks like Mine is going to try to break out before mines are done. He's going to get surrounded though. His tanks need to fall back, and his vulture actually not doing the damage he actually wishes to do. And looks like JYJ has got an overwhelming amount of force. If he can snipe out one of the tanks, he's going to be clear for the win here. Looks like the number of vultures are dwindling for Mine. He's going to be losing one of the tank. And now where's siege mode? I don't see it, but JYJ can actually lay some mines at the top side to prevent those forces to come back from reinforcement and actually get to siege here. Looks like siege is done first though for Mine. He's going to back up. Very nice volley from the high ground to damage those tanks, and these vultures from JYJ are going to try to come out and catch that remaining tank. So at least the battle is won by JYJ, and now Mine's got only one way to get out. He's got only one way to get out, and that's by the front door, because now the siege, the containment, the enclosure from JYJ has come even closer and closer towards Mine's expansion. And JYJ is ahead by about 30 supply. It's going to be very hard for Mine to come back. He's got 4 factories though, Mine, so it actually need to make use of them. We don't have starport just yet. We're going to be having some mine explosion. Maybe he's walking into the minefield. No, that's not going to be his mines. That is going to be JYJ's mine. Now, the thing is that JYJ lost a lot of tanks in that battle, so if actually Mine can break out now, he might still be able to do something, but for the time he's content with just sieging here and killing Mine's manually. We're going to be having a Mine sieging on this side of the map. It looks like Mine has re-established the perimeter slightly here, which means he will still be able to take his 3rd base. That Mine is critically placed to see that JYJ has moved the rest of his vultures here. Looks like JYJ is going to get ready to take expansion. JYJ is ahead. He's ahead, but he needs to kind of just, you know, what we say in Vietnamese, tighten up the bolts. Tighten up the bolts, right? And you know, what is it called? You know those girls who wear those kind of dresses that you know fall down every single time you do some kind of quick movements. You need to pull those things up. What are those things called? Corset? You know what I'm talking about, right? Maybe thongs. Maybe thongs is the right word I'm looking for. I don't know. Yeah, it has 2 strings on your 2 shoulders, and sometimes you don't have those strings. Sometimes it's just a kind of, you know, this kind of. It's just basically a big cloth covering your frontal parts. And if you dance or jump around too much, then that cloth can kind of fall off. So you need to tighten it up. You need to kind of lift it up and, you know, push it against your body. Basically, that is what Mine needs to do. He needs to actually get his cloth a little bit, you know, tighter. So so that no more leaks can go through the cracks. Anyway, he's gonna try to break out from the northern corridor. There's gonna be 2 tanks getting surrounded, but maybe it's gonna be enough to hold. I don't know. Looks like overwhelming amount of force from JYJ. He pushes 1 tank's gonna get sniped. 1 tank is going to get sniped for sure, right? Yeah, that tank dies, and this command center is gonna cancel itself. It's very, very tough for Mine to break out. He doesn't have the right forces. He just basically doesn't have enough forces, period. Not even the right amount, the right units. He just doesn't have enough stuff. Anyways, the tank's gonna try to shell some of those vulture, but this command center is gonna burn down. And we're back to square one, I guess, for mine. At least JYJ's command center has slowed down as well. We will have a stop up with add-on, so this is gonna be a slight game changer here. But we already have raids. I think that's gonna be raids, right? Oh, it could be dropship, but I don't think JYJ will go for dropship. He's got the lead, he's got the containment, he's got the map control. He doesn't need to go for drop right now. He needs to stop drops is what he needs to do. So making raids is the more reasonable choice. But finally, mine is gonna retake his base. I'm not so sure he was canceling his base. Why doesn't he have enough money? And these two vultures are doing so much damage. So much damage. So mine is not yet out of the game yet. And actually, like I mentioned, JYJ need to kind of tighten up the bots. We're gonna be having cloak technology, so I'm sure those are raids. He would not be researching cloak if he was making a dropship. Looks like mine's gonna come out and reinforce this other side of the map. He's gonna retake his command center. Behind this, the expansion is saturated for JYJ, and mine is slightly caught up in supply, about 28 supply difference between these two players. And he's about to actually go out the left side of the map a little bit here and establish a perimeter. So I feel like JYJ allowed that to happen. It's partly his fault. Anyways, looks like JYJ is gonna try to siege here, and mine has got more tanks. One of his forward tanks died quickly though, so that's not good. We have tanks shutting on this other side, and vultures need to clear that weak tank. Go for it! No, he doesn't go for it because there's gonna be more tanks on the back. So better exchanges, I think, overall for JYJ, and he's leading once again by 30 supply. None of the players have siege. Has upgrades finished yet. I'm going to be having just these tanks retreating here. Vulture's gonna surround the tanks. Oh my god, where are they going? Looks like they split up into half, and once again, this base is not yet set up, and those vultures got nowhere to go. They cannot go back out the same way. They're gonna go in here. There's gonna be another mine exploding at some point, maybe. But it looks like these tanks will clear out those mines, and those vultures would die for sure, I think. Anyways, looks like mine's gonna be going for the contact, but we're gonna be having raids just waiting in the area already. We're gonna be dropping some Goliath. Goliath and 2 vultures able to do some damage. He's gonna try to snipe the raid. Yeah, sniping this raid is good. It's what you need to do because the raid is gonna be providing a lot of coverage for the tank movement a little bit later. Anyways, these raids are nicely placed, and I'm very surprised mine was not able to actually scan that. I mean, the only reasonable response at this point for JYJ is gonna be to go for raids because he's already blocked the ground areas. So there's no way for mine to break out by ground. He needs to go by air, and knowing that, JYJ would only make raids. So that's gonna be a problem. Anyways, we're gonna be having forces moving across the left corridor once again, and JYJ is getting ready to take his 4th base. The 3rd base for mine finally saturate. Finally is able to get his economy up. He's gonna need to make his 3rd gas. But anyways, now at least mine can fly things from the left corridor. He doesn't need to fly them from the southern corridor anymore. He can actually fly them around this area. We're gonna be having a surround here from mine. He's gonna try to move across. There are a couple of tanks siege here, but not okay. This siege is nice. No scan yet. Now we will see the scan and destroying those tanks, and very slow movement from JYJ. He's gonna be losing 1 good, so that was a good engagement, I think, from mine to get back a little bit, even up the score slightly, ever so slightly. I would be cheering for mine here, not because he's the better player, because we want to have a little bit more Starcraft, in front of our eyes. We're gonna be having 4 raids patrolling the area, and now the number of raids is looking very scary, actually. So, you know what? Actually, JYJ could actually come out here and do some damage. Like, he's going to do that. Actually, attacking the SV is not the primary target. He needs to go for those tanks. Anyways, counter raid from mine. He's going to be waiting. Why is he waiting? Attack? He doesn't. Maybe he's waiting for scan. I don't know. We have a Goliath coming in now. He's going to try to come in. He needs to... where's... Attack! What are you doing? He's hiding. He's going to try to come from the back, and he's going to... What is this terrible micro? This was terrible micro from mine. He just lost 1 or 2 seconds and not really doing anything, but he finally was able to snipe out the last of the raids. Hopefully the Valkyrie is going to do some shot. No, not able to do anything, and that was I mean, that was like what he was just waiting and delaying and just, you know, hoping he gets some kind of surprise attack, but not able to do so. But anyways, this siege position is gonna get busted. But at least those tanks of mine are able to score some nice shots here. But at the end of the day, it looks like JYJ is able to win here. He's gonna ready to come out, and mine is boxed in once again. He was not able to break out from the left flank, and he's left with just the middle aisle. JYJ, his 4 bases. He's gonna be making his 4th refinery. Mine is breaking out once again. Actually, mine is gonna be able to take his 4th base, I think. But going further than that is going to be tough. Yeah, as you can see, the map is split kind of 65-35 here. Mine taking the smaller part of the cake. But he's actually not yet completely lost. The game would drag on for a little bit longer, and like I said, when we get to the mid-game situation, and dropship becomes so important, and that is gonna be a way for Mine to get back in this game. If he loses the battle on the ground, he can actually get back in the air. But of course, he need to, you know, be completely aware, and he need to actually react fast, lightning fast to changes on the battlefield. What are we going to be having now? We're going to be having just more tanks sieging and attacking on this side of the map. Alright, very nice siege position for mines. Mine expanded to the 10 o'clock position. We're already going to start to move across here. He's going to try to claim the top left of the map for himself. This is great, and I'm kind of surprised that JYJ has not taken the 6 o'clock base, because he's got map control, so taking that base means he can actually mine from a little bit better. He's gonna try to move by ground here against a terrible siege position. Mine has got still superiority on the ground. He's able to bleed out JYJ's forces and trade really efficiently. These 3 tanks are still not yet gone. He's gonna be able to target those tanks in the back here and take them out. Now he's targeting just random units. He's gonna have reinforcement from the back. It's not gonna be able to save this base, I don't think. So once again, JYJ is just slightly ahead. He's making use of his advantages to actually clear out the knots here, but looks like mine might be able to reinforce his base from the back. We are going to be have what looks like a lot of raids patrolling from this side. Mine is actually not revealing his group of raids and Valkyries yet. He's hiding in the back, but GG from mine. JYJ is going to be the guy who qualified for the next part of ASL. Thanks a lot for watching. If you like this class, feel free to buy me a coffee. The link to that is going to be in the video description. I'd like to just enjoy the next part of the series of this tournament for you. Thanks for watching, and see you soon. Bye-bye. 팩토리 하나 숨기면서 출발을 해서 그것을 바탕으로 벌처의 포지션이 굉장히 적극적이었죠. Hear some whispering sounds. Somebody says, you know, Namcraft, wake up. No, that's just my inner voice. There's no ghosts. I don't believe in ghosts. Do you believe in supernatural forces? Do you have any stories to tell me about, you know, events that you could not explain? I have one. It happened a long time ago when I was in high school. I went to one of those high school that is tucked away in a forest. I mean, imagine Harry Potter, those kind of places, right? So there was this situation where it was at night, and I had to go to the bathroom. And I live in a dormitory in my high school, so I actually I have to go out to the common bathroom, and there was only 2 bathrooms. And both of the bathrooms were taken when I was there. And in one bathroom, I could actually hear, like, you know, the guys listening to his Walkman, and I recognized immediately my friend, right? I knew he's there. Of course, he's not my roommate, but I knew who that is. And in the second bathroom, I do not recall who it was. I mean, the door was shut, but I did not check. You know, when you're small, you have the you know, the habit actually, you know, peeking down and checking the bottom of the bathroom to see who's inside. I mean, have you ever done that? I've done that a lot, because bathroom in the old days, unlike now, they have holes at the bottom. You can kind of peek under and see if that was a guy or a girl, or if it was one guy or 2 guys, or 1 guy and 1 girl, or 2 girls, or maybe 0 person, right? So I kind of did not check for that other one because I was sleepy, it was late at night and so forth. So I just went outside and wait, right? And I wait, and I kind of doze off a little bit. I'm not so sure exactly if it was sleeping or, you know, I was not paying attention to time. And suddenly I woke up, and because my friend was walking out. He's like, hey, you took a dump, man. Hey, what's up, man? How was that song? Blah, blah, blah. Wake up tomorrow, and blah, blah. And then, you know, he goes out, and then I go into that bathroom that he just vacated. And as I went into the bathroom, I had to pass by the other bathroom, and I noticed the door was unlocked. The door was unlocked. And so it's like, that's strange, because I did not hear anyone moving out, because, you know, it was very late at night, and if someone flushed the toilet, if someone walks out, I would know for sure, because I was sitting right at the front door there was like a kind of a chair, a stool outside. You can actually sit and wait or something like that and watch the moon, right? So I was wondering, huh, that's weird. So I went inside and did my dump, right? And then as I finished, I mean, of course, during this time there was some weird, I don't know, premonitions that I was feeling behind my back. By the way, there's gonna be some weird noise again because the rain is getting very, very heavy outside. But I flushed the toilet. I got up and I walked past the other bathroom. I could not help but wonder who the heck was there. So I opened up the door, and inside, guess what? There was nobody, of course, but there was red stuff inside the toilet bowl. That was freaking like a weird kind of color. It was not blood. It was just like reddish. I was so freaked out. I ran to my room, and of course I was just a kid, right? So I went to my room, and then I just, went inside my room, locked my room, and then, covered myself with a freaking blanket and just went to bed. The next day, I asked my friend, and I was like, "Hey, Arun," his name was Arun. He's like, "Do you remember last night?" "Yeah, what's up, man?" "Like, do you remember who was in that bathroom next to you?" And he was like, "No, I don't think there was anyone in the bathroom next to me. When I came in, that bathroom door was, open, and when I left, it was opened." And I was like, that was weird. I could have sworn that there was it was locked when I went in because I checked because I wanted to go to the bathroom, but I did not see anyone. And I told him about this red liquid inside the toilet bowl, and he was like, his face was like, his mouth was wide open. Anyways, back to this game.